With each video that I create, I intend for more and more people to gain a feeling about their own importance in their reality, in whatever they are manifesting. With each video, I want you guys to question, how am I perceiving myself? How am I perceiving how people treat me? How am I perceiving my value in relations to that desire that I want to manifest, that I want to experience? In a way, the desire isn't really important because it is not to be looking at as something that is easier or more difficult to manifest, because for the universe, everything is the same, everything is neutral, okay? The question here is, are you going to achieve a shift that allows you to claim that desire, that reality as yours? In the center of everything is you. What you assume yourself to be, what you assume of your own value, your worth, what you can achieve, what you deserve, how they are going to treat you, to perceive you. You can manifest something fast, you can manifest something overnight, but the importance isn't really on what you are manifesting or the time or the how. The importance is on the shift. Are you going to achieve that shift that will allow you to change your reality, to claim the reality that you desire as yours? And that's what we are talking about today. But before I get into it, hello everyone. If you're new here, my name is Al. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box. The information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. For this to work and for you to achieve that shift quickly, you must completely block everything that right now you are giving importance to, and that is telling you that you are not going to achieve what you want, that this is impossible, that this is not for you, that you are not the version of you who can achieve anything, that is telling you that you need that thing to be happy, you need that thing, that experience to feel whole. Everything that right now is making you put things on a pedestal, whether it's your desire or the circumstances that you are dealing with. All of the things you have to block out of your mind for a moment so that you can experience a different reality. You have to start seeing yourself as someone who can achieve that, who can be the version that you want to be, who can feel that way. You don't need anything external of you to feel anything. You came into this world perfect, okay? Whole. The only thing that is standing in your way to experience whatever you want is the ideas that along your life you have added to your self-concept that keep telling you, no, I'm not good enough. No, I'm not whole. No, I always need people to treat me a certain way so that I can know that this is who I am. That's not true. Everything will happen when you are ready. So the question isn't really about circumstances or how things are going to change, how things are going to happen, or when. The question really is about you. How do I get from this version of self that thinks everything is difficult, everything is impossible, I am not able to change, I am not able to experience it, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I am not someone who typically experiences that, this is so alien to me that I can't even imagine or feel, to a version of self that thinks, of course I can achieve it. I can achieve anything that I want because nothing is impossible to me. I can be the person that I want. I can feel a certain reality. I know deep within that it's destined to me, that I'm going to go through it. I know that I can achieve it. This is what it means to be the shift, to be the force that drives your reality to change, to be the change that you want to see in your life, in your reality. Often we get stuck in wanting something and we don't even realize the lack that is implied in that feeling state. okay? When I was around 16, there was a phase in my life that I literally had to wait for everything that I wanted. Everything that I could think of that I wanted to have, I would have to wait for weeks, and it wasn't because my family was saying, oh no, you can't have it. I had the money, I had the approval, but the things were just not available to me. People would say, oh, the last one was just sold. Sorry, we don't know when it's going to be back in stock. Whether it was a phone, a mobile phone, or shoes, or a t-shirt, okay, it was ridiculous. Everything would take a long time for me to get. And typically, when would they call and say, oh, it's in stock again? When I had forgot about it, when I had literally given up. I look back now from the understanding that I have, and I know exactly what was going wrong during that time. I was 15, 16, and I was deeply saturated in that feeling. I want this so badly. It is so important to me. I was putting it on a pedestal because I wanted to fit in, because I really, really wanted something. And I couldn't realize that that feeling means I don't have it. I am not the one who has it. I don't see myself as someone who can have it. I don't have the certainty that this is going to be mine. So my reality was reflecting that back to me. And it wasn't until the point that I disconnected from that feeling of wanting, needing, that everything started to happen for me, that it was available to me, that I could get it. You may not have what you want, what you desire in this moment right now, but it shouldn't define yourself. It should not define what you can achieve, how you can change. And I think this sometimes is where people get messed up, because they take this moment right now and they assume that this is how the rest of their lives are going to be. And it doesn't have to be this way. Just because your brain right now is wired to perceive failure, to give space or follow even your negative thinking, to overthink about your insecurities, your fears. Just because this is how it is right now, it doesn't have to be forever this way. But you do have to put the conscious effort to change that, to change your assumptions, to change how you are perceiving yourself, to change your awareness, okay, what you are focusing on. And this is the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. If you have a growth mindset, you are going to manifest more easily because you are not running away from challenges. You are not feeling like, oh my God, now I'm not going to achieve it. You are learning from your failures, okay? You are excited about elevating yourself, working on yourself, becoming a better version of yourself, believing in the things that you can achieve. The more you talk lack, you think lack, you feel lack, the stronger it's going to play a role in your life. You are feeding it. It's growing. One day you will believe it, and it will manifest physical proof of its existence in your life. So instead of being there, wanting and waiting for whatever you desire to happen, or complaining about not having it in whatever's happening in the 3D, and feeding it, giving it your energy, why not focus on becoming the change in your life? Being the change that is going to change whatever you are experiencing right now. To become that change, there are a few questions that you can answer so that you can realize what it implies to be that version of you. For example, what kind of qualities do I need to create that experience in my life? What kind of beliefs do I need to have about myself and others? And what kind of life would I have if I had those beliefs, those qualities? Okay, what kind of lifestyle would that imply if I was the person that I want to be? By answering this kind of questions, you will gain your affirmations, ideas about what to visualize, okay? And this is something that you can work on so that you can add those beliefs and those assumptions to your life. But the most important thing is that while you are working on this, you are affirming, you visualize, whether it's 5 minutes or half an hour, okay? During those moments, you should release the 3D, release your circumstances, your fears, your insecurities, the negative thinking that you may have. You have to release everything that implies that you are not the one that you want to be in this moment right now. Because while doing your work, while affirming, while visualizing, while scripting, in that moment, it is important for you to feel that reality, to embrace and embody it. The most important thing here is that you shift from a feeling state that says, I am not, to one that says, of course I am. From one that says, I cannot, to, of course I can. This is the most important thing, because what you have to do to solve the problems that you are dealing with right now is to raise your own perceived value, to start believing that you are a version of you who can achieve it, who can change your life, who can change your relationships, who people can show up differently, treat you differently because they recognize what you offer them, what you bring into their lives. You got this, guys. That's it from me. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye-bye.